Well, see, and the thing is, for that wicket, they don't get the 1 minute because it's only from 6 wicket onwards.
Add 5 onto the score, please. Add 5 onto the score.
If he went back and had a look at that, he will not believe it. So that'll make it, carry the 2. That'll make it 142. All right, so they need 13.
140?
Oh, no, hold on.
Hang on.
Where are we?
No.
What's going on?
Well, we're going to have to wait and get
Let's have a look.
Scores clarified.
24, 17 off 6. Yeah, that's what we got. So it was 17 off 6 now. It went from 22 to 17. All right, so here's Vijay Raghavan Murthy to get us going. He slips over and he gets cut away, and they won't get a run here. So Panwa obviously saying, look, I'm the man that's going to have to do it. I don't want the single, I want more. So high drama, but I mean, you might go, well, that's a bit harsh, but you got to draw the line. That's what the line is.
Yeah.
And you might look at the batter taking 2 or 3 seconds to face up, but the point is the fielding team put themselves in that situation in the first place.
Yeah, 17 or 5.
Well, there's a full toss, and that will probably just be 1. So Panwa will be kicking himself.
If he stayed in his crease, he puts this away. He charges at it, puts himself in a difficult position, can't get it away. 16 or 4.
what drama. And once again, we're heading towards the 300 runs mark at the moment. We're at 292 for the morning, and most people haven't even finished their breakfast.
It's the second time that we've seen that, where the bowler's had like 3 minutes to bowl an over and not done it. We saw it in Dresden as well.
I think they'll be okay, the way things are going. Yeah, but you've got to realise we've got pretty much 4.5 minutes allocated per over. So when we say 3 minutes, you should be fine. Well, that tells you you've been slow in other overs.
Yeah.
So people might say, oh, that's a bit harsh or whatever, but you've got to have a line somewhere, and the line is you got to bowl that last ball before the clock runs out, and they weren't able to. I mean, not the batter was deliberately wasting time there. I think he was just doing something quite natural. This is going to be called wide.
Well,
it's been that kind of a day.
Takes it to 15 or 3.
I think this does get... Oh, yeah. But maybe a tiny scratch of the ball on the line.
You can see why Mana Panwara didn't want to take that single. I mean, he was sort of forced to take it the second time. But he's probably thinking, if I was there, maybe I would have put some of these away.
Clever's got a good point saying the batter was delaying there. And that is true in that 5 or 6 seconds. But I don't think it was a deliberate tactic from the batter. He was doing what he would naturally do. Yeah. It's different if the clock's up on the board and everyone can see it. Remember, they can't see the clock.
Yeah.
Well, this is hit high, and it's probably going to plug. I don't think it's going to go all the way. Does plug. They'll get 2, and that'll basically mean we need 2 sixes for a golden ball, Rico. What a match to start the day. This Clone Derby has brought it. First time these two teams have ever played each other in ECS cricket.
Yeah, well, he goes for it. Doesn't quite get it right. They needed that really to go to the boundary. They get a couple, so this one has to go for 6. It has to go for 6.
Yeah. Maximo or bust, and it's Likon. Oh, it's really well bowled. Can't hear that for 6. They'll get 1, and they'll concede the 1 happily, won't they? Looks like they're going to get over the line. Yeah, Ramesh Nathish, and he's made a really good point. The difference in ECS cricket is the fielding side, they're just informed about the clock before the end of the last over. They don't have the live clock like we have at Cartamore Oval, a big clock where they would have been saying, hey, and yelling at the batter. But I mean, the bowler was hardly rushing either, was he?
He wasn't rushing at all.
Was the end. Anyway, I think this will be done. Legal delivery, so it will be it. Nice finish, though, from Panwa, who launches it. But he'll be frustrated in the end. It'll be 5 runs the margin. Well, we don't get to the 300, but we get pretty close. 299 runs here in match 16. The final score, though, the Challengers win the Derby. They get 153. Clone CC, 148.
Yeah, he was forced, really. I can understand it taking a single off that second ball, but really, Panwa had to stay on strike for me. He had to turn. I think he had to turn down that second single and say, look, I can do it in the balls that I've got, and he doesn't. And then we saw those couple of swings and misses and just a couple there from the other batter. But what a game that we've had. Is the thriller. But I will say this. I'm going to say this here now. So they win this match by how many? By 5 runs? What about that save of the boundary?
Yeah, 100%.
That saves 4.
And our calculations are way off. We did get 300 runs in the end because that was 6 not a 4. So 301 runs in the first game of the day. Bet you're exactly right. And I think, that there were a few things, a few kind of flashpoints in this game where some umpiring decisions were 50-50s, but you've got to call them one way or another.
Yeah.
And I think for the most part, the officials did a very good job under pressure. And you'll just have more of these situations situations in ECN cricket, then a good game, but he just only able to palm that one up, and he could never get it on the second attempt. But credit to CC, they knew they had to go at a pretty quick pace, and well, as sure as the sun coming up in the east, Patil's going to try this once a match, and Deepak was caught napping.
Yeah, he was. You saw him there. He's just he's in no man's land. He's probably thinking about getting to the other end, and then Nikhil Patil then knocks the stumps over of Sanka, and then this. I mean, this for me is when the match. That's the match-winning moment.
Yeah, that's really a really good shot of it. I don't think he ever touches the rope. I think because we slowed it down, we freeze it. It kind of gave the impression his foot was sitting on the rope.
Yeah.
But I think he keeps the heel elevated. I think it's a very good call and an even better bit of fielding there. And you're right, that could have made a difference in the end with only 5 runs between the two teams, despite some brave late hitting from Panwa. And we had the 5 penalty runs in there for the time, which was only a second or two. One way or another, but I mean, there's the rules, and we have to stick to them, especially in ECN cricket. So 44 from Dhani, he was good, wasn't he? But eventually got rocked by Patil for 44. Demirwal was good before. He was caught asleep in the passenger seat for 25. 24 off 7, but couldn't quite go at the pace required at the end. Jagadi with 26 extras in factoring in those 5 penalty runs. Still, it's too many wides, I think. Remember the couple of minimos early, which hurt them. 148 for 4. 148 will win you a lot of cricket matches, Rico, but not this one.
Not this one, but what a good start it was. We were looking forward to seeing the Kern Derby, and we haven't been disappointed. And well, Kern Challengers, they're not going to be disappointed at all because they've made it 3 wins out of 3. Had a quick look at the bowling figures there, and there's some good ones. I think Gopi bowled very well, just 20 of his 2 overs and 25 coming off Nendra Donti. But Donti, don't forget, he was a man that made that amazing stop on the boundary, and that one could have been crucial to them getting that victory.
Well, we're going to have to stop. We're going to have a deep breath and maybe a quick cup of coffee, because we'll be back in only around about 6 or 7 minutes, taking into the second match of the day, and CC will have the hands full again, taking on GSB. That's Golden Start Bond. We'll see you then. Any sound of him, Mr. Maximo, alongside Rico Ball. More action to come here in Germany in this European Cricket Series.
We had Clinton Wagumi at point had no chance whatsoever to get Uganda off the mark with the boundary. Much better line there from young Simareme. I would love him to pick up a wicket up front if they stand a chance to get that big win against Team Uganda. Switch hit misses it completely is Roger Mukasa. You can see the intentions are clear here, Leonard. He has no time to waste. He needs to see if he can finish this off and go grab a nice coffee as they watch on Rwanda taking on Tanzania in the second game and the last of the tournament.
They're always looking forward to finishing on a strong note. That's what they want to do here. Again, goes hard down on the ground. There's a long on fielder there at the boundary. Only one run.
Vareme will be bowling to Simon Sesazi.
Five runs on board Simon Sesazi.
End of over number 1 here, Landry. 5 runs on the board. A good start, a decent one for Rwanda here. Again, making sure that they squeeze off those runs, not allowing these two gentlemen here, Simon Sesazi and Roger Mukasa, scoring freely. Simon is still on 0 here. And you look at the figures, they're 278 runs here, they're high to 60 again. 125 strike rate, an average of 25 and 27, 250s. Some good figures in this tournament here for Sesazi Simon. Now there he goes in to first his second.
No, not he's still on the other end. That is Roger Mukasa on strike now. It comes in. Zappy Pibenyimana from the pavilion edge.
Slip in place there again, interesting attacking field set there from Clinton Rubagumunya. Wanting to take those early wickets early on, applying pressure to the batters.
First ball, dot ball. Zappy has been getting Roger Mukasa in the games they've played. But now the score that Uganda needs, 130, will give them less pressure to go hard in the power play. Zappy to Roger. Hit hard. Chance dropped by the youngster Israel Mugisha. That was hit powerfully. That was hit powerfully, but this is international cricket, Landry. You gotta take those chances. You never know how they will change this game. Lessons should be learned, but they are being learned in a hard way for Israel Mugisha. He's one of the decent fielders again in the Rwandan cricket setup, so you would expect him to have taken that again. So it's the most important thing now for him is to forget about it, refocus, and see, because he's going to come into ball again. And that's why the senior players, look at that again. Hit with power, straight. Yes, not easy to take on, but at this level now, these are the catches that you would normally want to see being taken, and these will be game changers. So it's also good for the other guys in the squad now to talk to him, encourage him, make sure that he forgets about that drop cage and focus on what's coming ahead. Short and wide, pulled. Again, you don't want to be bowling there to someone like Roger Mukasa. Drop shot, giving him enough room to go for that pull shot. Not bowling according to the plan. If you're bowling short, it gets to be well directed. Short ball to Roger is music to his ears. Plays that one powerfully. And that is 4 more runs on the total. 10 runs for no. After 1.3 overs. Zapi to Roger. Wide ball signaled by Ugandan international Abi. Norbat, who made his debut here at Kahanga Cricket Stadium. Not a good over that you expect is to start off with. Then he goes up and over area. There's no one there. That is going to race. Ah, lovely piece of fielding there. I thought there was no one there. Michelle Iradikunda doing a fantastic job there, running across 35 meters across to his right side, going for the dive there. Good commitment, but still, Roger Mukasa manages to get 3 runs there for his team. Still not a good over here from a person like Zabi Bemenyman. I tell you, we know he bowls better than that. The wides being the problem here in this over. 2 dot balls. Had those 2 been dot balls, he would have been happy, but he's already 6 runs. And he still has 3 balls remaining. This time round, there's a change in the batter. Simon Sesazi on strike. Good shot there from Simon Sesazi, but good stop in the covers from the off the hips, played down to square leg, ending the over by a single there. Should be 15 runs. Still no wicket lost here for Uganda. Good start, I might say, for your team Uganda here, not having lost a wicket in 2 overs. Rwanda still searching for that early breakthrough. Yeah, Landry, if you are Clinton now, you are in his shoes now here, you need to have that early breakthrough. What options should be looking forward to getting on here? Tell you, Leonard, to me it's all about dot balls in T20s. The more you can bowl, the more chances you'll create for the batters to make mistakes. Try and bowl as many dot balls as you can. The 2 batters there have been giving Uganda a very good start. Whenever they failed, the 2 other batters came in Ronald Lutaya, trying to go ahead and giving many chances. He's still outside. The other 2 batters have been Alpesh and Ronak. Ronak is outside, not playing today. Alpesh is in the 11, not forgetting the game changer Kenneth Waiswa. So it's about now. Dot balls asked for it, and Michael gives one for the first time. I'd say Michelle has had a good few games here, bowled decently. Yesterday picked 3 catches at the boundary. It's been electric. We were just talking about the boundaries just saved here, covering almost 40 meters. You can tell that he's had this chance when he wanted it. He needed it. Those who follow him, even before he was called, he was working very hard. Wide ball signaled. We'll have to repeat that one. That is what it wants, Landry, from players committing, working hard. Even if you're dropping the team, continue working hard. I saw a lovely shot that was played there earlier on. Then social media has got a lot of things. When you're with friends, you can see. I saw someone's status sitting here, playing those shots there, praising himself. saying, look, playing into the covers, and one of that guy, yeah, here with him is always been part of us talking. So, you know, things like that, I've seen it happening. So I hope these youngsters have gone through his statuses and also learn from